Hello everybody and welcome to another Guild Wars 2 video. Today we're going to be looking at the Shifting Sands weapon set that was introduced into the gem store this week. Alright, let's go. Alright, so we're going to be looking at the axe first. Let's take a look. I actually like the shape of the axe. It's different. It's different than what the other ones look like. I actually like this axe much better than I like a lot of axes, and this one looks okay. I'm actually okay with the way this looks. This is pretty cool. All right, next let's look at the longbow. Oh, I love the longbow. The shape is so cool. Yes. I like yes. This is huge too. This is actually a really big longbow. Yeah, I like it. I actually really like the sand effects that I'm seeing here. Almost like this is like Forbidden Technologies. It's got a real Assassin's Creed vibe to it, you know? This is pretty cool. I actually like this. All right, let's look at the short bow. Yes, the short bow. This is what I'm talking about, ArenaNet. Keep doing stuff like this. This is not the shape of a typical short bow. It actually feels different than the longbow. They need to keep doing stuff like this. I like this a lot. This is good. This is good. This is the way they should do. The short bow doesn't have to be a mimic of the longbow. This is good. I really like this, guys. All right, let's look at the dagger. The dagger's okay. I actually think the dagger is, it's okay. It reminds me a lot of the incinerator as far as like just the overall style of it. The incinerator has more of a laser-like effect, but it's almost like they just replaced the laser effect with the this sand effect. But I do like it. I like the size of it. It's actually pretty decent size. It doesn't get lost in your Fashion Wars 2. You know what I mean? So I think it's okay. I think they did a good job with this. All right, let's look at the focus. Oh, I like the focus. The focus is actually this looks like a shield, right? This looks a lot like a shield. This focus is actually pretty cool. I like this focus on like the Anubis heads. I think they're Anubis, right? I think that's what they are. I like the way it's being wielded here. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like it. All right, next let's look at the greatsword. The greatsword's nice and big, as you would expect a greatsword to be. I think the greatsword's it's okay. Again, I like the sand effect here. I like how the sand's kind of like coming down, and I like how it feels like the Asura tech is kind of holding it together. You can see the faint whisper of some kind of energy holding the sand in place there. And I like the handle a little bit. It has a lot of detail around the handle. Most of these weapons have a lot of detail that we're seeing here. This is okay. This is pretty cool. All right, let's look at the hammer. The hammer, oh, well, this is pretty cool too. So looking at the hammer, I like the Asura tech. I like this end piece that's kind of at the head of the hammer. It's like made of just rock. I kind of like that. I dig that. It just gives it a little bit of a different feel. This is pretty cool. All right, next we're gonna be looking at the mace. Oh, I love these maces. So I love maces that look like hammers. I'm a sucker for maces that look like hammers. I feel like you could do a lot more damage with this. It's just blunt. It feels good. I like this a lot, actually. This is pretty cool. This is my type of mace. This is my type of mace. This is pretty sweet. All right, next we're gonna look at the pistol. The pistols always disappoint me a little bit. Yeah, this one, it's a little meatier than regular pistols. It's a little meatier, so it's kind of nice. For me, pistols are always just a little too skinny. They don't have the bulk that I personally am looking for. I feel like they could be a tiny bit bigger. I don't know. They need something more to kind of draw some attention to them. Especially when I play my thief, and on this character, it kind of gets lost. You know what I mean? Like, it's not. I don't know. I feel like pistols just need a little bit more. I keep saying it, but I don't really know how to fix it. You know? Like, I really don't know what constructive criticism I could give for the pistol to make them better. I don't know what I'm looking for. This one's cool. It fits with the theme. It's just not quite what I'm. I don't know. It's okay. All right, next we're gonna look at the rifle. This rifle, now I like big rifles. Again, just like the pistol, I like thick weapons when it comes to my firearms, and this one looks like it can do some damage. I like this one as well. I like the detail here at the end of the gun. I like how it has like this Asura tech. I like how it has like the sand kind of flowing through it here. This is pretty cool. This is okay. This is nice. All right, next we're gonna be looking at the Scepter. That is one freaking meaty scepter. This is pretty, is that an hourglass on the inside of that? It looks like an hourglass, right? Again, I'm getting like Assassin's Creed Prince of Persia vibes from this whole set. This is pretty, like this, for some reason, that's the vibe I'm getting from this set. Prince of Persia, Assassin's Creed. But this is interesting. This is an interesting scepter. It's nice. It's big. I mean, you're not gonna miss the fact that the person wielding this is holding something like giant. This thing looks like you can almost smack someone across the head with it. All right, let's look at the shield. Oh, I love the shield. Oh, the shield is the shield is so big, and oh, I love it. I like how the energy is actually attaching it to your hand. It's so interesting. Oh man, I love that. The shield right now is my favorite. The shield right now is my favorite. I like this a lot. I love big shields too. It looks like it can actually protect you. A lot of the shields in the game are kind of small, and it's like, oh really, did that actually do something? This thing looks massive. It looks like it's gonna keep you safe. This is cool. This is cool. All right, let's look at the shifting sand staff. Let's look at the staff. Oh, I like the design. So I like how the staffs, and this is kind of sad a little bit because it means that we might not get javelins in the game, but this thing right here, I love this. I love this. I love the design of the staffs when it has like kind of like a sword head on the end. Like this is a cool design for a staff. I'm digging this. I'm digging this design. I'm digging this direction here. All right, let's look at the sword. Hopefully it's not a repeat of the great sword. Oh, this is interesting. It's different. It is different from the great sword. It has the same type of sand effect that we've been seeing going so far. It's different. So one thing I will say, I love that the great sword, the dagger, and the sword all have a different design. Thank you so much for that. I love that's a thing. Keep doing that, because I hate when a set comes out and all of those weapons look almost exactly the same. It just defeats the purpose. It's like, why? I get that it might be easier, but I love when you take the time to design specific looks for each weapon. It's very similar to like the Scepter and the Torch. A lot of times have very similar designs, and short bow and longbow have similar designs. In this set, the weapons have very distinct designs and they feel really good. So so far I'm loving it. All right, let's look at the Torch. It kind of reminds me again. It reminds me a little bit of the Scepter. Let's take a look. Okay, the fire is green. Green, guys, if you didn't know, is my favorite color. This is pretty freaking epic. Oh, I love how it has like the power on the inside. This is pretty cool. I can get behind the torch a little bit here. I'm digging the torch. This is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. All right, moving on to the last one. Let's look at the war horn. I have nothing really to say about the war horn, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't see anything significant. I don't see anything kind of like mind-blowing about it. Just looks like a war horn with a sand effect. So guys, if I had to pick a winner, I had to pick my favorite, I would have to say that my favorite is absolutely 100%. I would have to give it to the shield. I actually really like the shield. I just love how big and giant it is, and it feels like if I'm going to use this thing, it's going to keep me safe. That's all I have for you today, guys. Don't forget to let me know in the comments what your favorite weapon is. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Peace.